Welcome to our part 2, wherein we're going to solve now the eccentrically bolted connections. So let us have first our example number 1. Determine the most stressed bolt in the group. Okay, so dito, gagawin lang natin is to solve for the most stressed bolt and at the same time, let us already solve for the stress itself. Okay, so dito kung makikita natin, we have two kinds of load. We have a vertical load, which is 200 kilonewton, and then we also have a horizontal load, which is equivalent to 300 kilonewton. Okay? So, meron tayo ngayong um, PV and as well as meron tayong PH. Okay? So, hindi pa PD yung nilagay ko. Okay? PV at PH na lang to identify that that is the vertical distance and the horizontal distance. Okay. So with that, first, ang una muna natin gawin dito is to solve for the center of the bolt. So kailangan alamin muna natin saan ba located yung center natin. Okay. So solving for the center of the bolt, center of the connections natin. Okay? So, gagamitin lang natin yung konsepto ni Varignon's theorem. Okay, and how do we solve for that? That is just equal to AT y bar is equal to the summation of AY. Okay, if ang pag-uusapan muna natin is the y bar. Okay, so with that, first, is kuhanin muna natin asan yung reference line natin. Okay, so if we are talking about the y, okay, para mas madali, gawin na natin yung reference line natin, yung mismo volts. Okay, so let's assume na ito yung reference line natin. Okay, so this is your reference line. Bakit ko nilagay dyan? Para ngayon, hindi na, kumbaga parang pag kumuha tayo, masi-zero na agad itong nasa ilalim. Okay? So how do we solve now for the total area? Take note that we are talking about the bolt. So ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin natin is the area of the bolt. So kaya lang, walang binigay sa atin na diameter ng bolt, right? Pero, kailangan alamin din natin ilan ba yung total ng bolts natin. So, di ba meron tayong 6. Okay, so we have total of 6 bolts. And then, we just multiply it by the total, by the area of bolts. Then, y bar is equal now to, okay, ito na, magsasummation na tayo. So, from our reference line, meron siyang dalawa sa taas. Okay, so that is 2. And then, we multiply it by the area ng bolt. And then, ano yung kanilang y distance? So, from our reference line, okay, mula dito, papunta dito, so we have 75 mm. Okay? And then, aside from that, we also have another 2, yung nasa pinakataas. Okay? So, yung nasa pinakataas, dalawa ulit. So, i-add lang natin siya. Then, we multiply it by the area ng bolt. And ano ngayon yung kanilang distance from the reference line? That is 75 plus 75. And that is equal to 150. So, since nagamit na natin lahat, we can now solve for y bar. Okay, even though wala tayong AB, lahat naman sila may AB, tama? Ibig sabihin, makakancel lang din. So, with that, ang makukuha nating y bar is just equal to 75 mm. So, ibig sabihin, along this line, okay, nandito siya. So, ngayon, let's also solve for the x bar. So, same formula pa din tayo using the Varignon's theorem. We have 80 x bar is equal to summation of ax. Okay? So, with that, since makakancel lang din naman yung ating area ng bolt, tanggalin ko na yung AB. Okay? So, again, meron tayong total na number of bolts na 6. Then, we multiply it by x bar is equal now to, okay, sino ngayon yung ating reference line? Again, para hindi tayo mahirapan, doon na tayo mag-reference line mismo sa linya ng ating bolts. And let's say, ito na yung reference line natin. Okay? So, para mag-zero na agad yung tatlong nasa kaliwa. So, mayroon lang tayo ngayon ay nasa kanan. Since pantay-pantay sila, we just count them, and that is 3. So we multiply it by the x distance from our reference line, and that is equal to 75. So with this, we can now solve for the x bar, and the x bar is equal to 37.5 mm. So ibig sabihin, from our reference line, andito naman siya sa gitna. Okay. So kapag kuhanin natin yung center, andito pala siya. Okay? So this is now our center of the connection. So actually, since that is symmetrical, alam mo naman na talaga agad kung saan located. Pero for the sake na malaman natin, or we know how to solve for the center of these connections. So kaya pinakita ko dito. Okay? So now, next natin is, before we proceed to the most stressed or to get the Pmax, okay, kailangan muna nating masolve si shear due to direct load. Okay? So, direct load tayo. Paano ba yung magiging itsura niya? Okay. So, dun muna tayo kay vertical. If your vertical load is acting downward, and then pagdating ngayon sa volts natin, it should be acting upward. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, meron ka dito. Alright? So, hahati-hatiin lang naman natin sila. So, ibig sabihin, may PV ka dito, may PV, 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 and then another PV. Okay? So, what about now for the horizontal? So, si horizontal naman natin ay acting to the left, right? So, ibig sabihin, dapat dun sa volts natin, acting to the right. Okay? So, palitan natin siya into papunta sa right natin. Okay? So, kung green yon, green na lang din yung gamitin natin. Okay, so dapat papunta dito sa right. Okay, so lahat yan. So, ibig sabihin, magkakaroon tayo ng PH, 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 another PH, PH, and PH. Okay? So, yan ngayon yung makukuha natin. So, let us solve now for the direct load. Okay? So, shear due to direct load. So, to solve this, again, sabi nga sa atin, di ba, we're just going to divide it. So, dun muna tayo, solve natin si pH. Okay. So, to solve now for pH, alam natin that the total pH is equal to 300 kilonewton. So, ibig sabihin, ang gagawin lang natin dito is to divide 300 kilonewton by how many volts do we have? Again, that is 6. So, 300 divided by 6, this is 50 kilonewton. So, kailangan natin yan. Yan yung gagamitin natin na una. And as well as, let us solve now for PV. Okay, PV naman, given sa atin is 200 kilonewton. So, we have 200 kilonewton divided by a number of volts of 6, and that will be equal to 100 over 3 kilonewton. So, pwede rin naman na yaan ay maging decimal, 33.33. So, para pare-pareho tayo, ang gawin natin dito is to store this in your calculator. So, let's store this to A. Okay? Then, after your shear due to direct load, kailangan naman natin ng shear due to moment. Okay? So, let us have now shear due to moment. Pero, syempre, kailangan makuha muna natin mga values. And how do we solve for those values? Okay. So, una, mag-assume muna tayo. Okay? Mag-assume muna tayo, paano ba yung magiging ikot niya? Okay, let's say, okay, let's solve for M. And let's say na siya ay papunta sa clockwise. Okay? So with that, that is just summation of force multiplied by the distance. Okay? So we have two forces. So kung ang ikot natin ay papunta sa clockwise, so paano si 200? Is it positive or negative? That is positive. Very good. So 200 multiplied by the distance. Okay? So the distance from the center of the connection to the 200 kilonewton, that is 150 plus 37.5. So, ibig sabihin, we have 150 plus 37.5. Then, okay, what about now with the 300 kilonewton? So, since that is acting to the right, so ano siya, against dun sa ikot natin. Tama. So, that will be negative. So, we have negative 300 kilonewton. And the moment arm from our 300 kilonewton to the center of the gravity will be 60 plus 75. So, with this, we can now solve for the value of M. And the value of M ay nag-negative. So, ibig sabihin that is a negative 3,000 kilonewton millimeter. So, since negative siya, ang ibig sabihin lang nito ay mali yung assumption natin na ito ay clockwise. So, ibig sabihin pala dapat siya ay counterclockwise para maging positive. Okay? So, kung ganoon na siya ay papunta sa counterclockwise, palitan na natin itong assumption natin. So, gawin na natin siya ngayong papunta sa counterclockwise. Okay? And then, ano ba yung next natin dito? Let us solve now for J. Okay, let's solve now for J. And how do we solve again for J? That is summation of x squared plus y squared. Okay. So, dito tayo. X distance. Okay. So, kung titignan natin, the x distance from the center of the connection to each bolt is the same, right? Mula papunta kay unang bolt natin, 37.5. Papunta sa pangalawang bolt, 37.5. Papunta sa pangatlo, 37.5. Another 37.5, 37.5, 37.5. So, how many 37.5 do we have? We have 6. So, instead na isulat mo siya ng 6 na beses, multiply na natin kay 6. So, 6 times 37.5 square. Okay. Tapos na tayo lahat sa x value. Kay y naman tayo. Okay. Kay y value naman natin, dun muna tayo sa taas. Okay, sa taas natin, they have 75 na layo, right? Paano na may nasa baba? Same din, di ba? 75 din. So, how many volts do we have na 75 ang vertical distance? Very good, we have 4. So, ibig sabihin, we multiply this by 4 times 75 square. Okay, but what about this 2? Yung nasa gitna. Okay, ano ba yung magiging distance nila from the center of our connection? Tama, 0. So, ibig sabihin, we don't need to add them up pa. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito lang yung gagamitin natin to solve for J. And solving this, ang makukuha nating value ni J is equal kay 30,937.50 mm squared. Okay. So, kung ganun, na that is 30,937.5, pwede nyo itong i-store, okay? Pwede nyo i-store, pwede rin namang hindi. Depende sa inyo. Okay? But on my end, kahit hindi na. Kasi madali naman siyang, sakto naman din siya. Okay. So, since we already determined the M and J, we now determine ano ba yung itsura ng magiging ikot dito sa ating figure. Okay? So, di ba sabi natin kanina, ang gagawin natin is to what? Connect the dots, right? Connect daw natin from the center of our bolts to the center of the connection. So, ibig sabihin, papunta dito. Okay? So, yaan yung kanilang connections. And then, kung ang kanyang ikot ay counterclockwise, yung gagawin nating perpendicular lines should be clockwise, right? So, dito tayo, start tayo dito. This one, then this one. Then, yung ikot nito sa taas ko na lang ilalagay. Then, another here. Then, here. Then, this one. Okay. So, again, ang gagawin natin dyan is to get the components. Okay? Kasi meron pa lang tayo dyan is PM, right? Ito yung PM natin. O, sulat ko na din. We have PM. This is PM, 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 and PM. Okay. Now, i-component natin. Kung ano yung components niya. And how do we solve for components? So, kung nasa unang bolt tayo, papunta siya sa taas at sa kanan, then, ay ano lang natin siya, labas natin. So, this one will be your PM Y. And this is your PM X. Okay? And then, to the upper right naman natin, if that is going downward, then going downward. PMY. And then, papunta sa kanan si PM X. And then dito, sa susunod naman, since siya ay going downward na agad, so ito daw ay equal na lang din kay PMY. So wala siyang PMX kasi sakto na siya na along Y-axis. And then, same dito sa may nasa gitna natin sa kaliwa. So this is already your PMY. Then for the next bolt naman natin, so since that is acting down upward, so dito si PM Y, and then dito na lang si PM X. And then for the last bolt natin, papunta siya sa kaliwa, so this is PM X, and papunta sa baba si PM Y. Okay, so dumadami na yung arrows natin. So dito, para malaman natin sino ba yung pinaka-critical na bolt, tignan natin yung directions ng kanilang loads. Okay? So, dito tayo pumunta sa ating unang bolt. So, kung titignan natin, yung vertical na loads natin is pareho silang acting upward. So, nagsasama. Nagjo-join force si moment at si load. Okay? Kay vertical. As well as kay horizontal. So, ibig sabihin, kung titingnan natin, kahit papaano pala, nai-stress siya. Tama? Kasi sila yung parang pinakamalaki, yung nagagampanan sa pag-resist dun sa given load sa atin. Okay. Punta naman tayo sa pangalawang bolt natin. For the horizontal loads natin, pareho silang acting to the right. So, ibig sabihin, nagtutulungan. Lumalaki yung vertical load natin. Pero kung titignan natin, si PMY at si PV, nagre-resist sila sa isa't isa. Ibig sabihin, nagzi-zero. Okay, nagzi-zero sila. Possible na nagzi-zero, kaya naman ay ang nangyayari ay bumababa yung value ng ating vertical distance. So, kahit pa paano, hindi pala siya na i-stress. Okay, let's move to another. We have pangatlo. Yung pangatlo natin, una, isa lang yung horizontal distance natin. So, dun pa lang, kahit pa paano, parang hindi siya nahihirapan. Or like, parang konti lang yung meron sa kanyang load. Okay? And then, pagdating naman sa vertical natin, pareho magkaiba sila ng direction, ibig sabihin, nagbabalance. So, therefore, hindi ito masyadong nagiging stressed. Let's move now to our fourth bolt. Kung titignan natin, the vertical distance has the same direction. Pero, yung horizontal distance natin ay isa lang. So, ibig sabihin, kahit pa paano, hindi rin siya super na i-stress. And what about now for the fifth bolt? Ito, yung horizontal distance natin ay nagbabalance. Tama? Kasi magkaiba sila ng direction. But for the vertical load natin, they have the same direction. But for the horizontal, kahit pa paano nakakatulong, and that is not so critical. What about kay sixth bolt? Ito pinaka-hindi nakaka-stress. Bakit? Kasi both vertical and horizontal the loads ay parehong opposite. Okay, magka-opposite sila. So, therefore, nagbabalance sila. So, this is now the most not critical. So, sino lang ang pinaka-critical? That is the bolt. One. Very good. So, ibig sabihin siya yung pinaka-nai-stress. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang pala nun, we already identify sino yung pinaka-stress. Pero, again, kailangan pa rin kasi ating kuhanin, ano ba yung form, ano ba yung magiging load niya. Okay? So, let us now solve for our PMX and PMY. So again, ang formula natin kay PMX, that is just equal to M multiplied by RY over J. Okay, ano na yun? Nakuha nating moment, that is 3,000. Multiplied by RY natin. Gaano kalayo? Mula kay center, papunta dito kay bolt 1. That is 75 mm. So, we multiply this by 75 divided by the J na 30,937.5. And with this, ang makukuha natin na PMX will be equal ngayon kanino? That is 7.273 kilonewton. So, since mahaba pa yan, para pare-pareho tayo ng makuha, let us store this to B. Okay? Then, after that, let us now solve for PMY. So, for PMY naman, same pa din, nagkaiba lang na moment arm. So, that will be Rx naman. So, we have 3,000 multiplied by, ano Rx naman natin? What is the horizontal distance from our center of the bolt papunta sa center of connection? That is 37.5. Then, we divide it by the value of J, which is 30,937.5. And that is equal to 3.636 kilonewton. Okay, so since mahaba pa din yan, let us store this to C. Okay, so we already know our shear due to direct load, and we already solve also for the shear due to moment. So we can now solve for the maximum shear. Okay, so solving now for the maximum shear. So to solve this, again, that is just P max is equal to the square root of summation forces horizontal squared plus summation forces vertical squared. So pagsamahin lang natin sila. So, for our horizontal, so una meron tayong 50 kilonewton plus naka-store kay B. And then square plus kay Y naman tayo. So una meron tayong naka-store kay A plus naka-store kay C. Then quantity squared. So with this, we can now solve for our Pmax, and that is equivalent to 68.168 kilonewton. Okay. So with this, actually, if we're talking about the stress, it should be FV is equal to P over A. Kaya lang, since kapag binalikan natin yung given natin, walang binigay na area ni volt. So therefore, we can now say na ito na lang din yung ating final answer. But the final answer talaga is the most critical bolt is the most critical bolt is bolt 1. Okay, so that is now our final answer.